Yes, I can. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing well. And what about you?
I'm doing well, thank you. And what is your name?
My name is Adrija. It's nice to meet you.
Adrija. Nice to meet you as well. My name is Reese. And what can I help you with today?
Well, I'm here to just have a, normal conversation. I mean, just to, I actually joined this app Cambly because I upload these videos on my YouTube channel, as I told you earlier already. And also, I love to know people about with different cultures and everything. So yeah, I like doing that.
Well, how cool. That sounds awesome. So yeah, if we could start today, if you could just tell me a little bit about yourself, maybe your YouTube journey, and yeah, tell me a little bit about that.
Well, sure. So I'm Adrija, as you already know. I am 15 years old and I live in India. So it's basically from the east part of India. We really have beautiful mountains here. So I live in a good place where I could just travel a bit and have those beautiful sceneries out there. So yes, I love traveling. I do love that as well as my parents. And a few of my other hobbies are probably like listening to music, probably gardening or some stuffs, and then doing some crafts work, something like that. I love to enjoy everything mostly.
I see. That's awesome. I also like to travel, so I would love to travel more. But where have you been? Where's your favorite place been that you've traveled?
Well, there are a lot of places, mostly in India. If I say there have been very good places, I am also beach person and also mountain person. So thinking of that, I love beaches and mountains. Like there are some people who love beaches more than mountains, but whenever I go to a beach, I love it. Whenever I visit a mountain, I love it. So I don't really have a special thing that I would love to have. But then if I talk about beaches, then I loved Goa in India. If you ever visit India, then you should visit Goa once. It's a very amazing place. And in hills, well, India has the best mountain ranges I've ever seen, from Kashmir to this side. Um, Everywhere is like gorgeous.
That's awesome. My best friend is from Ahmedabad. Have you ever been there in
Oh,
Gujarat?
yes, yes. No, I
Okay.
haven't been there, but I've heard of that. Yes, of course, I know.
Okay. Yeah. So I really want to visit India one day. They've told me a lot about it, and like you said, some of the beaches,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
yeah, I think they went to Goa too. So that's cool that you've been there. And other than traveling, what are some things you like to do? What are some of your hobbies?
Well, working on my YouTube channel, of course, that would be my top one priority and my hobby.
Yeah.
So I guess I started making YouTube videos when I was in class grade two, I guess. I was too young. I don't even
Wow.
remember when I started doing it. But yes, it has been an amazing journey. My parents supported me a lot. Actually, they are the ones who told me first to start this thing because it's just such a cool concept. So I started doing it, and somehow I switched to English. I don't even know how. Somehow it happened that I got to know of this app Cambly, and I started having Cambly conversations, and somehow my channel shifted entirely to English. And now I'm making English videos, so I love doing that. Yes, of course.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that. What do you like so much about making English content?
Well, the thing is that YouTube is such a platform. Like we have whatever knowledge we have, we can just share it with the others. So it's like you know a little bit, so why not share it with every one of the others who are out there? So I learned English when I was a kid. Of course, I learned mother tongue as well as English. So that is how I learned it. So there are many people out there who don't know how to actually start. Their English speaking journey, spoken English journey, and there were many people asking me to do that. So I just wanted to make sure that whatever I did, like why not share it with the others? Like this is how I learned English. I was a kid, I know, but then if you can also follow the steps, probably it would be helpful for you too. So that is what I started it with, and yes, that is how it's going.
I see. Yeah, I seen some of your videos. I thought they were excellent. I thought you
Thank you.
communicate like the different structures of English so nicely. And I wanted to ask you, how did you become so proficient at English? Like, what are some of your strategies or um, tools you've used to get so good at it?
Well, mostly Normally I speak in English. The reason why I'm not that good, I'm not perfect at English, of course. I make mistakes, but it's because, I read in an English medium school. I study in an English medium school. So I speak with them in English all the time. So when you speak a lot, you automatically perfect the thing because whenever you talk in your mother tongue, nobody teaches you the grammar or vocabulary or something like that. You just learn it by heart. So you just learn it in the back of your mind. You know all of it. So that is how I probably learned English. Of course, I'm not good at that as my mother tongue. It's Bengali. But then I just, tried to learn something and I learned it. So I'm really grateful that I learned it in a young age.
I see. That's so cool. Yeah, I that's some of the struggles of being a English teacher as a native speaker is often my students know way more about the grammar than I do, and I have to go back and relearn it, right? Because like you
Yeah,
said,
I
you just
get
kind
it.
of learn it and nobody teaches you. So yeah,
Hmm.
I think that's very
Like
interesting.
uh, my mother tongue is Bengali, and I possibly know nothing about the grammar of Bengali because we don't study it a lot. We already know it.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my experience too. And
Hmm.
is English something you want to make into a career? I mean, you certainly have a nice YouTube channel already. Do you plan to continue?
Well, is it going to be my career? I don't know, of course not, but it is currently my hobby right now. So I
Mhm.
am thinking of pursuing this hobby till how much I can. I always want to continue with my YouTube channel, whatever I do or not, because it has somehow turned into something I like to do. So yes, of course, I'd like to enjoy this one.
That is wonderful. I'm so excited for you. It's very nice. And what do you think is the next step for you as a YouTuber or as somebody who teaches English as a hobby? Where do you want to go with it?
Well, personally, I don't really have a plan or a goal or something that, I
Let's see.
want to like do something. Out of the blue, actually, I started making English videos. There was no way if you told the 5-year-old me or the person who started making videos on YouTube that you are going to make English videos after a few years, she would not have believed it because it is something that I never thought of. But somehow I'm
Mm.
making it and I'm loving it. So I don't really believe in plans and that because they never work anyway. So let's see what happens. Let's see what destiny has got for me.
Well, Adrija, that is such a nice attitude to have. I wish I could be more like that, where like I'm not so worried about the plan. I can just kind of have fun doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to be better about that. So that's a good attitude. Um, and yeah, I started teaching English about 4 years ago, and I never thought I'd be a
Oh,
teacher. It was so it's like kind of happened the same way for me. I just did it as like a job I found in college, and
okay.
yeah, now it's something I do full time. So that's so cool.
That's what happens. You never know what you're going to do in your life.
Yeah, exactly. And how much do you use Cambly still, or was it something you used in the past?
No, I am using it for like 1.5 years probably. Beforehand, I didn't even know about it. So YouTube is the one who told me about this app. And that
Uh,
is why I'm also making videos so that people get to know more about this app and they get to use it.
I see. That's great. And what do you like most about Cambly so far?
It's amazing. Like beforehand, I never thought of the idea that we could learn something, from that exact speaker. Like the native speakers are the one who can teach us English in the best way possible. But then beforehand, we would not have that thing like online live classes, one
Mhm.
on one with native speakers. That's something that's really amazing. You have in YouTube, but they are like joint classes. You can have video chat and other things, but this thing is just totally special to Cambly. I actually love the concept so much that I thought of doing it.
Yeah, yeah, I get that feedback a lot that students really appreciate like real conversations. You're not, just
Hmm.
going through like a workbook and doing exercises. You're really practicing. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. Can I
And
ask you a question?
of course, yeah.
May I know where are you from?
I'm from the United States,
Oh, where from? In
uh,
United
in
States?
in Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So, don't you guys have like Halloween there? Tomorrow is
yeah,
Halloween, right?
yeah. Well, it's been like
Yeah.
all this last weekend
All.
because people like to
Yeah, that's
celebrate.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
how do you guys enjoy Halloween? Because we don't really celebrate it here. So I wanted to know
Yeah,
about it.
Yeah, good question. So a lot of people, you've seen the costumes, right? So people dress
Mm-hmm,
up
yes,
and they go to different Halloween parties, which is funny because you don't know who anybody is. So you go to these
yes.
parties and supposedly it's all your friends, but like you really have to figure out who is who. So
Okay.
because of the costumes, yeah. So that's usually, and then kids trick or treat, where they
Mm-hmm,
go
I have
from the
heard of that.
houses, yeah, and ask for candy. So that's uh that's basically Halloween. It's
Uh,
one of my favorite holidays in the United States. It's very cool.
that's great. Well,
Yeah.
I guess the holidays you have are Christmas, Halloween, and then Easter, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh, okay.
Those are the Thanksgiving is coming up. That's like our
Thanksgiving, right?
four major. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Um,
also had like one huge festival, in Bengal, in West Bengal, the state that I live in. We have a huge festival known as Durga Puja, and it
mhm.
just passed by, and I enjoyed a lot, yeah, because it comes once in a year, just like that. It mostly happens during October, and yeah, I love it.
And how do you celebrate? What do you do?
Well, it's basically worshipping the goddess Durga.
Hmm.
So, Durga is a goddess. We worship her, and it stays for it stays for 10 days, but we do celebrate it for 4 days normal. In India, we also have Dashera. The last day is known as Dashera. So it's actually celebrated in many different ways in India because India is very diverse in culture. So different people celebrate it in different ways. In West Bengal, we have so many beautiful things. Like we have this pandals, we make different like architecture. It's amazing. We show architecture. So we make pandals and we go to visit them. Well, we visit our friends, our families. We have sweets and everything. So this is how we enjoy it. We buy new dresses. It's actually an amazing experience.
Wow, that sounds so nice. And do you enjoy the like social aspect of the holiday, like visiting people and going out to celebrate and
Well,
that kind of thing?
the holidays are the only time we get like a vacation from our school.
I
So
see.
we sometimes do really need a vacation after a long year of school. So this is the time we actually get a long vacation, so we can visit somewhere, probably go traveling, and that is why I love the concept of vacations and holidays so much because sometimes you need rest from whatever you are doing.
Of course, yeah, yeah. It's funny because I'm not a very social person. So when I was like
Yeah,
a
same,
kid,
not me too.
okay, you seem like it. You seem very social, but I understand. Yeah, no, when I was a
Mhm.
kid, it was like more work for me. So I would like rather be in school than have to go and like see a bunch of family and stuff because that was very tiring.
Yes, I get it. I get it
Yeah.
actually. But sometimes you need to go to visit your family members, and beforehand you might think that what will I speak with them, what will I not. But then when you go and meet them after a long time, you realize that you miss them. So that's actually what happens.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Well, that's great. And do you have any other plans for the rest of this week? Are you
Rest
filming
of
any
this
more
week,
videos?
well,
Or...
my school just started again
Mhm.
after a vacation, so
I
I
see.
guess I'm going to school and nothing else.
I gotcha. It keeps you busy, huh?
Yeah,
I see. Gotcha. Well, Adrija, it was so nice to meet you today. I'm glad we got to talk, and thanks for sharing your YouTube channel. That was so cool.
yeah.
And
Thank
yeah,
you
if
so
there's
much.
yeah, of course. If there's any other questions I can answer for you or anything I can help you with, just let me know, okay?
Okay, sure. I guess we're out of time. Meet you
Y-
again. Bye.
Okay, see you later. Bye.
See you. Bye.